What's up, guys? We are back. Thank you very much for joining me again. I just want to say, as you can see, your boy's being very consistent. So, can we please give your boy a round of applause? Thank you. You know, I'm trying my hardest to be consistent like I was before. But you know, things are happening. Your boy's working. I'm tired. I'm doing a lot of things on the side that's just taking my energy away. And I don't always feel so ready to record, but I'm grinding. I'm going to be consistent. I do this for y'all, you know. But yes, thank you, for being here today, for watching the channel, for supporting your boy. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Sending you guys good luck now. If you feel it, if something good happens to you as you're watching this, just know it's because of me. Okay? Before I get started, I just want to touch up on, Love Island. By the time you're watching this, time you've seen this, it's been over. We know who won. We know everything that happened. But there's been a lot of new forthcoming information about all the couples as they're now exiting the villa. A lot of people have been seeing all the couples in real life now. And apparently there's some things going around that most of us expected. Most of us didn't, Caleb is apparently living his best life, shooting shots. Ariana, you heard your boy, he's single and ready to mingle. You might be willing to give him a chance. I think it could be great, could be perfect. He's also been throwing shots at Kenzie and whoever else. He's playing ball, okay? Kata and Zach, good for them. They're still a good couple. Look like they're staying strong. I haven't seen much about Bryce and Trinity, but I think they're also staying strong as well. Only thing is, there's a lot of reports about Melanie and Sincere have now split. They're no longer together. But did we really expect this? Like, are we surprised really? Are we like, oh my gosh, mind blown? Not so much. I think a lot of us think this is coming. But yeah, let's jump right into today's topics. These topics about AI. Now, I'm a man of I don't even know how to start this really say. I'm a person who's been in, I say we all are, specifically the generation I live in, we've all come in contact with AI. We were around when AI was coming and being formed, and now it's at its advances, or it's like at his super smart stage where it's all over the world being used. But it's become a little too much used. Like, now, I get you, right? There's nothing wrong for asking a real scientific question or doing something more with AI because Google couldn't help you, or Yahoo or Bing or whatever web engine you use couldn't give you the answer you're looking for. So, you might switch to AI just to see if you can get a deeper dive into whatever you're looking for. Sure, there's nothing wrong with that. But it becomes a problem when you rely on it just too much, okay? Now, I know, I live in a world where everybody's very consumed on their phones. All we know is our technology. All we know is ChatGPT. But I'm going to tell you this now. I'm a man of, I'm not going to say I hate it, but I hate how it's used, okay? I hate that everybody, all at once, use ChatGPT for everything known to man. You ask ChatGPT to basically think for you, as if the brain that you have in here is worthless. The brain that you were given, means nothing. I get it. ChatGPT is supposed to be a little personal assistant, like Siri, like Google AI, like Gemini, all that stuff. They're supposed to be assistants to assist you, not basically do everything for you. You're basically have cut off the process of having a brain. At this point, there's no reason for you to have a brain. You might as well get it taken out if all you're doing is relying on Gemini and AI to conjure up thoughts for you. I wouldn't have much of a problem if the significant impacts that AI has on the world wasn't what it was doing. If it was okay, you're just using a little more energy, a little bit more energy to have AI do what it's doing, okay, I'll be a little bit more not reliant, but I would be like, okay, this is not the worst thing in the world. There's so many worse things happening But no, AI is literally sucking up all of the waters, all of the lakes, basically destroying environments and probably going to be the next reason for fires. Because as of right now, there's fires all across the world. Well, realistically, in the U.S., it's looking like, I don't know about everybody else, but as far as in the U.S., fires are taking over. Fires are burning up all over in the U.S. and in Canada. But AI, the way it's looking like, AI is taking so much of the resources that we have that I wouldn't be surprised if there's fires or other natural disasters because the use and consumption of AI is so mass. I'm gonna say this. I get AI for being what it is. It's a great innovation for the world of what we're living in. It's helped create so many things. It's been so productive. It does a lot of things, but it doesn't equate to all the negative impacts it has on the world. I don't think AI should cause that much damage. Okay? I think I'm getting like brush calling on me. I apologize. I have short term. But AI is supposed to be a good, quick, a little assistant here. Because I believe what Siri was basically what AI was beforehand, and I don't think Siri was doing that much damage unless I was wrong, unless they weren't talking about it, unless Apple kept it on the wraps. But what I do know is that the amount of energy and heat and the amount of water that is needed to cool down the systems of AI is catastrophic. It's to a point where I'm like, that's a lot of water for some computers. Computer systems shouldn't be taking that much water to cool down. It shouldn't. But I'm no engineer. I didn't create them, but I feel like there could be a way to make it so it doesn't have so much negative impacts on the world. But that's just my point of view. Now, I strongly dislike AI for the sole purpose of it takes away the originality of life. People are supposed to be like creative in their own right. It takes away the fact that you having your own computer sort of in your head, supposed to help you think, process, analyze, and create almost damn near anything you could think of. But we've all now just began to cut it off because we have some computer who could do it for us. Mind you, the AI is only known to copy or like create what has already been sort of created. They're using data and stuff collected from people and places all around the world to give you an answer or help you design or create whatever. So, realistically, I don't know why we can't just use our noggins to create, design, explain, whatever. All the answers that you're looking for, I don't know why we can't just do that on our own. Now, my reason for that is probably it's gonna dive into a whole different topic about people have just become super lazy. I'm pretty sure a majority of the world don't want to do nothing anymore. They've become super lazy and rely on the fact that the people who are already rich and who are already creating stuff will just continue to create, and we don't need nobody else to do that. We don't need nobody else to create, to think, to do anything else because someone created a machine that does that all for us. But at that point, we might as well all just become robots. We might as well all become AI. We might as well just become put in the matrix if that's the case. If there's no significance as to why people want to, use your brain. Now, I feel as though like AI is just a very it's talked about enough, but in the ways that it shouldn't be. Like, people are all about AI. Like, people push AI through everything, like in cars and computers and almost every technology that we now have. They're like, oh yeah, it works with Gemini and it works with this and ChatGPT and Tesla has Gronk and all the AI features in the world. What do you need AI for if you're driving? What is the point of that? Like, people just gotten too comfortable with letting a robotic system take over. Mind you, there was times in the past where they're like, oh, I don't want to go to the future. I don't want a future because I don't want to be taken over by robots. I don't want to have this robot, da da da. But yeah, everybody's all about it now. everybody's all in support of it now, which I don't understand why the change, how the change came, what's it for, and it's so bad because I'm thinking like you would think like okay AI is mainly like adults. No, AI has spread through all generations, especially like it's become to a point where my job, people come to me and ask me if I have something that they're looking for. Mind you, I work in retail, so like they come to me and they're like, "Do you have this? I need it because I asked AI. AI told me that I need this. Wouldn't you know if you need it? Wouldn't you yourself know if you needed something? You don't know what you need? Like, you come to me, for example, someone comes to me and they ask me, do you have this ink for this printer? I asked ChatGPT, they told me that's what I need. How about you open up your printer, you look, and you see the cartridges, there's numbers written on them. What does that number say? You need that! Like, it doesn't make sense. People are relying too much on AI to the point that I'm thinking, do y'all like want to be in love with AI? Is AI your future? Is AI your life now? Do you guys know how to do anything outside of AI? I wonder, is there like still simple functions of like cooking and like, I don't know, learning a new skill or hobby or something that is done outside of AI? Because I used to think growing up, people were like, oh, yeah, I learned how to do this. I learned how to do this because I practiced it and I did this. Now I'm like, do you know how to do something because AI taught you? Because you had AI build you an easy way to do something? Like, and it's worse because there is like not one version of AI. ChatGPT is one of the bigger ones. Yeah, people use chat for fucking everything. All I heard about that throughout school was ChatGPT. Like, it got to a point where professors are like, we have developed a way to know if you use ChatGPT, and if you use it, your grade would like get impacted depending on the severity of the usage. People used to be like, oh, plagiarism was a crazy thing. You can get, it's plagiarism plus now. Like, AI is everywhere. You can't really escape it, but you could definitely not rely on it so heavily. I understand it. Like, you know, you want to be in tune or in line with everybody else that has AI or using ChatGPT and all the AI systems out there. Sure. But you don't have to become so, like, comfortable with it that you ask it for everything. You forget that you yourself can do things. At that point, it's like, why even leave your house? Why even do anything if you rely so strongly on ChatGPT and the AI features everywhere else? What's the point of you having a brain? It literally makes no sense to me. It literally baffles me how many people in the world rely on ChatGPT, rely on AI to do simple function things like you need to ask ChatGPT how to get to your house or how to get to the local post office. You have Google Maps. Sure, that may be in a sense a form of an AI, but like you are asking ChatGPT to answer simple things. Like, I get it, you know, you're trying to keep up with the times. Because apparently the time for right now is to push the AI motive. Like, people are trying to push AI everywhere. Because like I said, it's in your cars, it's in your computers, it's in your phones, it's in every sort of technology known to man. AI is some way, some form involved. I'm sure it's in our TVs. But, it's become real crazy to the point where I'm like, everybody and anybody who's alive in the world is using AI. Now me, I'm not gonna hold you. I was strongly against AI. I always have been. I still am. I have used it, so I understand where it comes into where it could be a beneficial thing. But I don't live my life around it. If I need help with something or I don't know how to do something, I do research. I read. You know, back what people used to do back in the day, read. There's nothing wrong with picking up a book, picking up a journal, picking up a newspaper, like doing research, like all that stuff. It's not hard. Sure, it's a little more time consuming, but that's what I'm saying. People are just gotten lazy to where they don't want to do that. They just want the quick ins and out. And I don't, then that's what it be. I don't. Because realistically, if we keep going where we're going, the resources that we have, the water, the land, like good things that aren't polluted, that's gone. It's out. Because the way AI is moving, they're like, when I talk about gallons of water being used just for one engine search, gallons of water just for one response from AI. And mind you, people ask AI trillions and trillions of questions throughout the day. Like, just think about that. Let's just say one question takes about 200 gallons of water. Probably isn't. It's probably way more than that. But like, just think about it. One question you ask AI, 200 gallons of water. Now, multiply that by the 7 billion people that are in the earth. And let's just say, like, a third of those people are all chat GBT lovers and they use it consistently. I don't even know what the number is. But that's a lot of fucking water, to be honest with you. That's a lot of energy being used. And it's worse because the rich people, Elon Musk, probably Jeff Bezos and all the other richers, like, are constantly trying to find new ways to put more AI, like, power plants around the world. As if we didn't have enough already, they want to put more. They don't give about the world. They don't care if the world burns up tomorrow, whether or not we have clean water, because they're rich. They'll find a way to have clean water. They don't give a damn who it affects in the later, like, run. And I'm not a fan of that. Okay? I'm all against that. So, all you rich billionaires, people who want to throw in some money to build the next power plant for an AI system, I want you to sit here and think, if your roles were reversed, even though that's probably impossible for you guys to do because sometimes you rich people can't comprehend thinking outside of your own little rich ass bubble, but let's just sit here and think, right? The water that you're drinking right now, imagine it being polluted with radiation from the heat waves from the power plants, or gases or chemicals just leaking from the power plants that you guys installed. You wouldn't want to drink that, right? But let's say you didn't have a choice because you can't just buy new shit. You will be putting your life on the line because you need water, but you can't have clean one. But you guys don't give two fucks about what's going on because you're so rich in your high and mighty palaces. So you will continuously do whatever you want in order to make the money you solely love. Because you guys are greedy, entitled, and just selfish pieces of people on the planet. I don't understand. I don't get it. And I never will. There's no way I'm so rich that I can not give so... I give so little few fucks about whatever else is going on in the world. That I'm going to continuously find ways to hurt the environment and the people living in the environment. Just because what? I want an AI tool? That AI is not doing enough to counteract the negatives. If AI was out here finding cures for cancer and, I don't know, doing the utmost amazing things, then I'll be like, okay, maybe there's a way I could see why you want to use this. Last time I checked, I haven't heard no big foundings from AI. I haven't seen anything about AI doing something to really contribute for the rest of humanity. And I know, I may not be the only person saying this, like, screw AI, but I'm saying this because I'm a person who, I don't really give a frick what happens. I'm going to say what I say if I feel like it's worth saying. Regardless if, you care about it, the next person cares about it, if YouTube even cares about it. I would think somebody out there beyond myself generally doesn't want to see the world crash and burn because some rich people want to put new AI facilities around the globe. That somebody out there also cares about the environment just as much as I do. Because let's see, we inhabit the environment. We live in the environment. If the environment is fucked, corrupted, and destroyed, let's see, where am I going to live? Nowhere. We're not going to have a place to call our home. We're not going to have a place at all if the environment is shitty. Come on now. But sure, there's a lot of, I guess, pros and cons that people have delegated about AI. I think there's a lot more negatives to these pros because all I can think about is, yes, AI is a great assistant when it comes to like you need brainstorming, you need some assistance, you need a little bit of help. Sure, AI can do that for you, but it shouldn't be the solemn thing that you use to process day to day things that you've been doing before AI was around. You shouldn't need to ask AI what what is good for your car, what gas you use, what oil you use. If you've had your car for a while and you've been driving it, you know what you need for your car. You shouldn't be asking AI what you need for your house. You live in your house. You know what you need. You shouldn't be relying on AI for every single thing in your life when you yourself have been living your life before AI has been around. You guys have just gotten real comfortable, real easy. And I'm just saying, guys, it's a general thing. People have just gotten real lazy and comfortable to the fact that AI is just there, and I'm not for it. Yeah, that's my speech. That's my spiel about the hatred of AI. Not really hate, but the disliking of AI and what it is. Because I know it's going to continue to progress and become something further down the line that people like us are going to understand and know, like, okay, it's getting to a point now. Okay, AI is literally taking over the world. AI is controlling the cars. AI is controlling the lights, and controlling our money, controlling our food, control everything we need to know about the way we live is going to be done through AI. AI is doing stuff with medical, and AI is doing stuff for school. That we're not going to know anything outside of artificial intelligence. We're not going to know nothing beyond what our brain tells us, because at some point we might not even have brains. It's going to be computer chips in our heads implanted with information that AI is processing through there. And if that's a time that we come to, I don't want to be around for that. I don't want to be some cybernetic experiment for the world. I'd like to know that I can still conjure my own thoughts and feelings and emotions, not be force fed something through a computer system. Do some letters and numbers, do some coding programs. Okay? I don't want to be coded to tell me how to feel and how to express my opinions and everything else. But it seems like some people don't care. They are already asking AI how you should feel about stuff. You go to AI as if they are a valuable source. They have information, sure, but they're not people. They don't have real life experiences. They can't tell you how to feel about something. They're cybernetic. They're literally piles of numbers. They can't tell you how to feel. They don't have feelings themselves. Like, AI has taken over a good percentage of the world. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not going to be one of the people that want that to continue happening. Sure, I'm going to root for AI and all the positive side that it could be good for the world if done properly. I just think a lot of stuff that we're doing now is not done properly because we're still letting it destroy half of the ecosystems. If there's a way to stop that and really, lessen the chance of that, I might be in support. Of course, I'm going to need more information, but I would look more into the fact that they tell me, yes, we found an AI system that's not destroying ecosystems, that's not taking gallons and gallons and gallons of waters to just answer one question, that's not giving off so much heat and radiation to the world. Like, if you find a way to do that, I might be on board. Keyword might. I still have to see how I feel, but I will look forward in that direction of, okay, you care about the environment, you want the environment to last a bit longer, goodbye me. But yeah, that has been today's episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yes, leave your opinions about how you feel about AI. I know some of you guys are like all for it. I know some of you guys are probably ifs and ands and ins and outs. But don't be afraid. Let me know. I'm here to listen. I'm here to hear your responses and see what y'all think. But that has been today's episode. I have been your lovely host, Mr. A. Rob. And peace.
Bye, have a great time.